I thought that because we are at the Gandhi statue, I would look up some quotations from Gandhi. And I've done that. And I was looking for quotations that would speak to us this day. And it's surprising how many there are. Perhaps not surprising when you had a wise man who was saying things that stretch right into the future. So here's a few words from Gandhi. What difference does it make to the dead, the orphans, the homeless, whether the mad destruction is wrought under the name of totalitarianism or the holy name of liberty and democracy? And that did seem to me to speak very much to our modern wars, to the drone wars, to the wars that the West is waging against poor countries in the world. Secondly then, non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of man. Sorry about the man. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. That seems to me a very CNDish kind of vision of ordinary people, of people who just put their bodies and their minds in the way of weapons of mass destruction, and how peaceful action acts out a difference. It's not just a strategy, it also acts out a different way of behaving. That's very Gandhi, but it's also very CND, I think. Non-cooperation with evil is as much a duty as cooperation with good. That struck me as really interesting. It's a kind of thought about protest. Quite often I'm worried about protest. It doesn't seem to create anything. It's just against. But Gandhi is saying it's really important to say no to things. And it seems to me that in our march we're saying a big, big no to drones. These are not an acceptable weapon. These are one of the worst weapons that human ingenuity has devised. And then there's my famous one, our famous one, and my favourite one, which according to the authorities Gandhi never said, but I do wish he had said this. He was asked, what do you think of Western civilization? And he said, I think it would be a very good idea. And I love that, because I do think, it sounds a bit grandiose, but that our task today, in a way, is to create a new civilization. Certainly a new culture, a culture of peace. And in that, I think we're going to have to draw on all our different traditions that exist in this country across the world, taking the best from those, making something different from this terrible neoliberal mess that we're currently in. So thank you, Gandhi, for all those thoughts.